with the McCourty twins. Some technical difficulties over here on my end. That Wi-Fi was totally out. Didn't know if I was going to be able to get on. But we're here for you guys that don't know. Get the fan credit app. Once you get the app, all you gotta do is fill up, sign up, all of that good stuff. Then go to on air. You'll see double coverage with the McCourty twins. The little green box allows you to get in line and get a chance to be face to face with me and Dev, to be able to ask your question, share your comment, whatever it is. And as always, YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, all of that stuff, double coverage with the McCourty twins. Make sure you go and subscribe.
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
First and foremost, Sunday, happy Father's Day to all the fathers that are tuning in. Happy Father's Day to you as well, D-Mac.
Yeah, man. We've been working on Father's Day. No, as Coach Susan used to say at Rutgers, no rest for the wicked. We just moved into a new house out in Foxborough, so we've been water fight today. Went and picked up food. Now, shout out Kyle Van Noy with their recommendation, a little Chimney Rock wine.
I think I'm supposed to get wine. My wife was struggling with the wine opener to open up a bottle of Canis. So at some point, maybe she'll. Oh, look at that! She must have been tuned in.
Is she doing that for the Father's Day? Is that like your Father's Day gift?
No, she was just struggling to open it up, and obviously I was going through my own turmoil with the Wi-Fi, so I didn't have time to go over there and help out. But obviously she figured out this is a pretty cool wine glass too we have here in Nashville. So
she gave a big boy pour.
Yeah. Well, as far
that's it.
She probably thinks the more wine I drink, the better the mood I'll be in. So
Cheryl asked, how did you celebrate today?
How did I celebrate today? Earlier today, earlier today, Kai pooped and she needed help wiping, and Kaden pooped later on when Melissa she went and got some seasonings to be able to cook me a nice dinner. So I had to wipe some butts today. But other than that, it was your normal. I was able to sit down and watch a kid movie as a family. And there's this new show on Netflix called The Floor is Lava. It's a show where you know The Floor is Lava, correct? Ryan's talking.
We played that.
Yeah,
Ryan. We played that.
Okay, now it's a real game show type ordeal where they set up this room with different things that these people have to jump across, and there's lava. So you got to make sure you don't land in the lava. Once you land in the lava, you're out, and you're trying to get from the enter the room to exit the room. And the winner takes home $10,000. So we tuned into that as a family.
We watched a nut job on Netflix. We tried to watch it the other day. The kids didn't pay attention, but me and Pop, we watched it all day yesterday. The kids didn't like it, but I loved it. I'm making them watch it now, though, as they eat.
Check out The Missing Link on Hulu. The Missing Link, that was pretty funny. Hugh Jackman, he's the voice of the main character.
You got a lot of Happy Father's Day on Facebook.
Same here. On the fan credit, on the fan credit chat. Oh, y'all watch the ESPYs? Am I gonna watch the ESPYs? To be honest, probably not. I'll probably have it on, but as soon as I get off here, that's gonna be prime, like bath time, bed stories, prayers. So I mean, I'll probably try to stream it on my phone.
No, it's Father's Day, bro. We're not participating in any of that. I'm going straight to the ESPYs.
Hey, I saw Key Bullock this morning. I woke up. It was probably like 9:30, 10 o'clock. He was in the hot tub already with a brewski. Like, I'm not doing anything today. Wife and kids brought him his breakfast in the hot tub. I was like, man, I got to get a hot tub. That's a great way to spend Father's Day. So shout out to him, man.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
This is kind of like a special Father's Day edition. We're doing no guests this Sunday. We're going to just take questions from the fan line. Last week, we lost Deb for a second, but last week we had 3 different guests. So this week we're going to allow the fans some more time to come on here and get a question as Deb figures out his Wi-Fi or whatever he has going on. I guess in the midst of a move, it's a little tough to get it all figured out. But first we got coming up on the fan line.
Wait, I'm not here?
Well, I can't see your picture. I don't know if everybody else can. But we got Andy coming up on the fan line. But we can hear you, though, so that's good.
London just told me she had to go.
Yeah, no picture of Dev. Yeah, they can't see you, which probably isn't a bad thing. Sometimes it's better to be heard and not seen in your case. Andy, what's happening?
Hey Jay, how are you doing today? I'd say hi to Dev, but apparently he's gone missing.
Yeah, he'll be back soon. How you doing, man? I like the hedgehog in the back.
Yeah, that's for Low. Sorry, this is for this shoulder. Saw Yee's post on Instagram, so thought I'd put that in case Low happened to walk through the room.
Okay, hey, welcome back, Dev.
Thank you. Hey Dev, and I got a 2011 double back from Drew Bledsoe's winery.
Okay.
I like the wine better than the results of that year.
Okay.
Me too. I gave that ring to my mom. She keeps it in her house. I didn't want to have much to do with the AFC ring. I think she actually has both of my AFC championship rings.
Yeah, I think I heard. Yeah, Coach Belichick calls them his losers' rings.
Yeah, they don't hold much value in my house. My mom likes them. She said they got diamonds in them, so they're for her.
I like that. Yeah. My office is in disarray because my son's bar mitzvah is this coming weekend, and nice. So we're setting up my office move to the basement so we could broadcast it from there, which is it's this very surreal thing to balance sort of life in turmoil.
Yep.
And it made me think about something because, obviously, protests are back in the news. And I remember when this happened a few years ago, one of the things that the Patriots did, Dev, and I personally really appreciated, and I've got actually a different jersey I'm going to show on the wall, got, Lieutenant Cardona's, was the way the team sort of came together to find a way to protest and still sort of honor the fact that, he had to stand at attention because that's part of the, because in the military. But I did notice everybody who bonded, hands on the shoulders, and it was a great way to sort of find a new way to do things. And I wish, we had more things like that. And I'm just using that as an example. But as you're looking at how coronavirus is treating you and you're quarantining and isolating and it's, practice, training camp, wish I could have been there for a fantasy camp. But how are you sort of looking at the new season in a different light? Like, are there things that you're doing that are completely different that you never would have thought of doing before versus just trying to make do? Or is it really just sort of a clamp down sort of an activity?
I would say for me, it's nothing new. It's finding ways to try to get back to what you normally would be doing. Obviously, right now, I'm one of the guys, like, I don't believe in group workouts right now at all. So for me, there would be no coming together to do any type of practice with teammates on a group hold, because I just think we can't dismiss, like you just said, with Corona and everything going on. I've been out here in Nashville, and I actually go run at the high school that I think a lot of the 49ers players were doing their kind of team practice ordeal. Mm-hmm. And they just had a player or two test positive. And it's kind of scary because something like that, I think it was probably just offense, so they probably had maybe 10 guys out there. So it's kind of scary when you think about the future of if it's hard for 10 guys just to get together to do a little passing drills or anything of that nature, to think about somewhere between 53 to 90 guys in a training camp is going to be insane. So I don't know how that's going to turn out.
Yeah, I mean, I was just about to say, I just saw on Facebook, Buccaneers players tested positive. Are you nervous? Yeah, I think everybody's nervous because the norm is we just go to work. We go to work. We put in a lot of work. We bond together. We live. We're in close quarters. And it feels like that's all being taken away from us. So I don't know how to react. I don't know what it's going to be. Like you start going on in the world right now. And I've loved how a lot of players' attention has been on what's going on outside of football. And I think we'll continue to do that. But figuring out football, to me, it seems to be the hardest thing right now. And we hope, but I don't know if we'll figure it out, honestly.
Yeah, and I wanted to share the flag I've got behind me was the flag of the United States on June 19th, 1865. That 35 stars, that was the flag flown in Texas that day.
Nice.
Okay.
So,
well,
not this actual one, obviously.
Yeah. I guess if my daughter saw your room, only thing she would like in there is that Sonic the Hedgehog, because she says Sonic's her boy. So I would love something out there.
That's fantastic. Well, you guys have a great season. And, I've got 10 people coming into my house on Saturday, the first time we're doing anything for the bar mitzvah. So I'm just as nervous as I think you are, Jay, running around, around those other players.
There you go. Hey, good luck, man.
Thank you.
Have
a fantastic night. Happy Father's Day.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Dad, we can hear you, but your image is somebody with hair, so we know that can't be.
I'm gonna go out there and say this is Xfinity's problem. It's Xfinity's issue, man. They came and they hooked us up with Wi-Fi, and they did a bad job. So like I'm literally downstairs with the Wi-Fi in the other room, and my Wi-Fi is bad. And they told us they can't do extenders. So yeah, I'm pretty mad at Xfinity.
There you go. If there's a season and it can only be without fans, how do you think that will affect the game with no fans screaming at you all?
All you'll hear is down, blue 33, blue 33. Say, I got him. It's gonna be terrible. But I think they'll pump crowd noise in though.
That's exactly what I was thinking, because I think about a practice when we don't have the sound and the music going and it's not blasting. You can hear every single thing on the field. So you think about being in the stadium. If there's no crowd noise, there's nothing else going on. You got to think by the end of the first quarter, both sides of the ball, you'll be able to hear everything that's stated throughout all the communication that goes on amongst the teammates throughout the play. So I got to think in some form or fashion, whether it's music, whether it's generated crowd noise, they're going to have to do something to keep it loud in there.
Oh, this is my Father's Day gift too. It's pretty cool. Some beads. One says Mia and the other one says London. And I just saw that. It made me think of that. Hey, shout out Justin. Said he sees us at Bar Louie with our families after the game. Called us nice guys. I think he's probably talking about me. Larry asked you, are you ready for the season?
I'm ready, but I mean, they got to get ready at this point. Next, we got Jamel coming up next on the fan line.
A lot of people want to know about training camp. They're ready to go. I don't know if that. No,
it won't be possible. It's gonna be tough. What's happening, man?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Hey, I can't complain. I don't know if you guys know this little sign right here.
Nah.
Crying Landscape, Attleboro.
Okay.
Kevin Crying. Know who?
Say Kevin who?
Kevin Crying. He owns that company.
Okay.
That's a good friend of mine. I live in Louisiana. I'm a retired infantryman, 20 years, 28 days. I've been talking a lot of noise on you guys' Twitter, trying getting through to one of you guys. I asked my friend to see if I can arrange a chat with you. I know a couple of NFL players, specifically Alejandro Villanueva. I know specifically one of the kids that he lost. He was one of my battle buddy's son, Jesse Dietrich. Man, you guys have a daunting task. I love you guys so much. As a fan, as a young black man that grew up in Dorchester, man. I grew up in Dorchester. I'm from the hood, man. And I remember going to Sullivan Stadium, bro, when the seats were hard, when it wasn't even cool to be a Patriots fan. Man, y'all guys just totally changed the complexity of the game. Jason, we won't hold it against you that you were rolling with the Titans. I see you down in Nashville. I went to the game last year. My sister lives in Madison. So I'm there a lot. I live in Louisiana currently. I retired from the Army here in 2014.
Okay.
I graduated from Charlestown High School.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to live around Four Corners. I used to live around there. I used to live off of Blue Hill Ave by Chevu roller skating rink. And I go to a lot of Patriots games. I've been trying to see if I can get a hold. My wife's from Florida. You know, I still got a root for Tom. I still brothers. So, but I also wanted to, you know, I have a degree in psychology. I have a bachelor's degree. I spent 20 years, 28 days in the Army. I got a bachelor's degree in psychology. I'm in a MSW program at LSU. I'm getting ready to leave that to go to my undergrad for at UIU, Upper Iowa University in Fayetteville, online, of course, for the master in counseling. I just do it because the government pays for it, and it's just probably a good thing that I continue. I'm a young man still, 44 years young, so, you know, being retired, I understand that you guys are still out there working hard, man, and I appreciate you guys so much. I saw where a senator called for you folks to hire Colin Kaepernick. Oh, I don't know how it's going to work. I just want to see what Mr. Stidham is going to do.
I'm
I ain't worried about that.
For
Hey, I got one question, man, because I got a friend that's been following. Well, I don't even want to talk about that, but you know your man Gilly that was in Buffalo. You know, my man says he's not a good defender. I'm like, yo, what do you mean? So he just keeps arguing with me. He's a Dallas fan, and until they let Jerry Jones hire somebody else to be the manager of the Cowboys, you already know how that's going to turn out. Our team is the greatest team. We should be America's home team. Who's seen the planes? Who's seen the trucks going to get masks? The best team in the United States of America, the New England Patriots.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That was dope.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah, man. All of y'all are dope, man. You know, just being from the hood, born in 75, brothers. And I just respect, and I sincerely want to say my condolences. You understand, I don't have to go into detail. I follow you guys, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
it.
That's real. I'd really like to link up with you guys. And it has nothing to do with the price of tea in China. I just want to help you bring, as an infantryman that has been deployed, that has lost men, that has been blown up, that, you know, has fought PTSD, that has fought, you know, through veteran suicide, my spouse that spent 10 years in the Army, my son who's currently serving in Korea currently. So, I mean, as men, I want to say, number one, first and foremost, happy Father's Day to you for the things that you do. And and I don't want to get on the soapbox, Black Lives Matters or anything like that, because I'm for right. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care what color you are. I'm for right. So as it pertains.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Like you said, as a veteran, how do you feel about whether it was Colin Kaepernick or other players who decided to take a knee on during the national anthem? Since we have you here, get your perspective on it.
Man, I went through this. I was at the Houston game, the last game when my man caught the pass at the end of the game. I was on the visitor side. Huh?
That was Brandon Cooks. I know the game you're talking about.
Yes, it was. I was on the visitor side because my man that got me the tickets, he was on the home side. The sun was beaming him. So we was out there tailgating the whole way, and they got one statey that's out there. He's like real cool. I met them in New Orleans, right? But he's like, no, since you're a veteran, please tell them how you feel about. And I just said, you know, very candid, because I was talking to the news network, and I said, hey, look, I have no position as it comes to that. You know, I spent 20 years in the United States Army, and I utilized the Army as a platform to do what I needed to do as a man, to learn myself about life, to leave the streets of Boston, period. But as it relates to another man who tries to bring awareness to something, to make a difference, to sacrifice his job, his livelihood, to say, hey, look, I understand this is what's going on, systemic racism. Man, I can't destroy his plight. It's not something that I would do, was my exact words, because I've stood there and did this as my job, and that's how I provided for my family. I've done some harrowing things that I never wish I would ever be able to do again in life. I promise. I could tell you some stories, you know. But what I could also say is this: anyone that doesn't want to do it, you don't have to. But I think anyone that does do it, I think it should be respected. What does it matter? What does it matter? Because I'll tell you this. I heard the president when he said, get the SOB off the field. That's cool. That was his position. That's cool. But I'm not sure as a leader of the free world that that's a position that I feel as though you should take as it relates to any job. Now, let's go to my man down in let's say New Orleans. Oh, Mr. Drew Brees. Oh, with all the records, everything else like that. I feel like he should be kicked out of the NFL as well, like Colin Kaepernick was for his egregious comments. But, you know, that's just my position, and a lot of people don't feel that way. But I didn't hear someone say, get that SOB off the field for getting into politics. But those are just two different dynamics that people don't understand. People gravitate to what they want to. That's just what people, I don't know if you understand. You guys are Rutgers guys, man. That's serious college. I went to UIU. My degree, man, listen, the ink on my orders aren't even dry on my degree. Sum cum laude, I might say. But what I can say is this, man, for all the schooling, for all the wherewithal, all the perspective, all the knowledge, and I'll take my hat off for sure, because, you know, I'm bald like y'all. I just wanted to be different. But no, for all that you do to stand strong through adversity, through COVID, through different dynamics in life and different things in times that you never thought that you would ever even stumble across, man, you can't do anything about it. You just gotta, like John Lennon said, let it be, let it be. Because what can you really do about it except get here in your mind? That's it. Just like you can't work, you can't go to practice. I listen to y'all. Y'all are doing the solid things, brothers. Take care of your families. You're showing them what right looks like. Because as it appears to me, you guys were raised right. You guys were raised good by good, wholesome family that are proud of you, that are very proud people.
Yes, sir. Man, we definitely appreciate that, man. That was some good insight. Especially, we don't always get that perspective, especially on here. Somebody that served both sides of it, like you said, grew up in the hood. You can understand what's being talked about, and then going on the other side, protecting our country and our freedom and doing so many things, sacrificing that you guys don't get credit for. So happy Father's Day to you, and also thank you for your 20 years of service. Appreciate you.
28 years.
Thank you.
28 years.
No, 20 years, 28
Yeah,
days.
I heard you. 20 years, 28 days.
Yeah.
There we go.
20 years.
Understood.
20 years in a month, baby. Appreciate it.
Man, I wish that I could connect with you guys to talk more about veteran stuff and my plight. If you can't, I understand. It's okay. It's cool. But it would be encouraging and enlightening for the path that I'm on, trying to do different things for God and do different things for my community in terms of me being a black man and doing my part.
Bet. Shoot us a DM then.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Will do.
Pretty good.
To
I
your
do
Instagram,
go
both
in
of you.
Dorchester too, so that'd be good.
Sir?
And a lot of people, I said I do work in Dorchester too, so that'd be good. And a lot of people telling
okay.
you they appreciate your service, man. A lot of people saying thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
That's where I'm from. I'm from up around Four Corners, Harvard
Okay.
Street. Yeah, man. Around Codman Square area.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll definitely look.
Appreciate you. We got some statements.
That was
from,
awesome. Man.
No doubt
You know,
about it.
always good.
Has training camp schedule come out? We don't even know when we're reporting yet. Donnie on Facebook, love you guys. You're idols. Appreciate that, man.
Buddy.
What's going to be the most challenging and biggest obstacle for the Patriots this season? To be honest, the toughest obstacle right now, I think, New England to every other team in the league is just figuring out how to get into the building. I know it's kind of the cliche answer right now, but everything that's going on with COVID, I think it's hard at this point to even think about like the individual team obstacles that you're going to have to get over because there's so much going on out of our control right now. What's up, Bray? Dev, I can't see you, but I can obviously hear you.
Can't see me again?
Nah.
I need to change location, man.
Here goes a question for you, though. How do you guys prep for games in different weather? How do you get your body ready?
Oh, when it's cold outside, it's cold outside. So I get my heat warmer and I stuff it, I guess my pouch, and I stuff it with heat warmers. And then we kind of go outside in pregame and make that decision. Is it a sleeves or a no sleeves? And then if you ever walk into the DB section, hear all the guys like, hey, man, you wearing sleeves today? Hey, you wearing sleeves today? Usually you got Pete Chung is always no sleeves unless it's like really cold. Then I'll see Chung put on sleeves. That's when I know it's cold. Other than that, you know, I'm a sleeves guy once it gets to a certain temperature. You got to always factor in the wind chill too.
And I would say something that Bill always talks about. We'll be sitting in the meeting room, and you'll know the forecast. It could be rain, heavy rain for that day, or freezing cold. And in the morning, he'll say, whatever it is outside, we're in it. So get your stuff on and get ready. So when you talk about how do you prepare to play in different weather, you go out there and you practice on it. So obviously, New England, we get every element you can think of. And throughout the course of the season, we're out there, springtime, summertime, and then fall and winter. We're out there in whatever the weather is that given day. So next we got Zach from Westwood coming on. And, you know, Zach, now the standard is set high for him. His questions are elite week in and week out. So
well, how come the kids never run on here? They don't like you?
No, they say occupy. Zach, what's happening?
What's happening? Happy Father's Day.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
So my question is, what has your guys' favorite moment been so far from double coverage?
Oh, man, this guy's unbelievable. Favorite moment, man. Let me try to think on this.
Got to come prepared every week.
Yeah, I'll go easy way. The first time, I won't say the first time, but the biggest news we were able to break when Dev decided to sign back, and we decided to go down in his basement and shoot a quick 2-3 minute video saying that he was signing back to New England. That was pretty cool because obviously, like you and all of us, when we're on Twitter, we see the Schefters, the Ian Rappaports. They're the ones with the breaking news where everybody was signing. So for that day, everybody had to post where they got it from, and they had the sources double coverage with the McCourty twins. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And another favorite moment would be when we had Mama Mac on in the basement. She put on her split jersey, and we got to do a whole podcast with our mom. Not something you figure what happened, but she's very tech savvy. She's on here probably right now on the fan. Her and my Aunt Brenda, they tune in every week. Shout out Aunt Brenda texted me this morning. Said, Happy Father's Day. Are we winding down tonight? I said, I'll be there. So.
Definitely, man. Appreciate you, Zach.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Yes, sir.
You too. Allison said, thanks for all you do. You guys are role models. Your loyalty to the Scarlet Nation. Go RU. Hoorah.
Marianne said, secretly hoping that if we don't have a season, Tom will decide to retire, and then we won't have to see him play in a Bucks uniform. That is very wishful thinking. I can honestly say I do not see Tom going that route. So you can expect to see him in those Tampa Bay threads. He'll be on the TV soon near you, throwing touchdowns somewhere.
Hopefully when he plays the Patriots, I think in 2021, right? Hopefully he's throwing in to the Patriots.
By then he's throwing picks, huh? We got Adrian coming up next on the fan line from Australia, coming in from Australia. Adrian's up next. Yeah,
Shout out Meg. We are going to try to get back to the 5K, the sickle cell walk.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Going?
Going good, man. Going good.
I don't really have a question. I just thought I'd come say hi, sending love.
Okay, what time is it over there?
10:30 morning.
Dang, 10:30 in the morning. Sheesh. Dang. Well, we winding down tonight, getting ready for a work week. I got 7 a.m. workout, so we're winding down today. Gonna be getting to bed right after this. So we appreciate
you taking it.
What?
What'd you say?
Time for Sunday night football.
We're looking forward to that, but yeah, that's kind of unique. Your Sunday night football experience is a lot different than us over here in the States.
Nothing like waking up straight to the NFL.
No, I usually have to watch your games at 4 o'clock in the morning. So
That's
Oh,
dope.
that's
Yeah.
now
Well,
you
man,
have to just start DVRing that, man.
yeah, catch that. Yeah, don't go on Twitter. Hey, man, we appreciate you checking in from Australia, man.
Appreciate all you guys are doing, and keep up the good work.
Will do, man. Thanks. Damn, 4 o'clock. Would you
Jay, how long are your workouts?
mine? So how
Yeah.
long my workouts? Well, tomorrow I got 7 a.m. with my guy Bernard Pollard, who I used to play with. He's training guys right now. So I'll go get a DB session in with him for an hour. You need to interrupt.
Before you go on, sorry, you gotta tell BP tomorrow when you see him. Back when you got married, that was in what, 2013,
No,
right?
no,
12,
no.
14,
14. Yeah.
14. But
Yeah.
that was before. Was that before I won a Super Bowl or after? After.
I don't think about my wedding in relation to when you won a Super Bowl. I'm sorry.
It was April 2014, right? So
Yeah.
it was before. And I seen BP at your wedding, and he showed me his ring, and he said, "Talk to me when you get one of these." So you can remind him tomorrow that I got 3 of them now, and just tell him I said, "What's?" All right, now you can finish off.
I definitely will do that. But like I was saying, I do an hour DB session with him. Then I'm heading to Empower in Nashville, and I go over there. I'll give me about an hour and a half. I'll rehab, and then I'll do my lift there, and then I'll head over to a high school out here, Brentwood Academy, and I'll go out there on the field and I'll get my conditioning in. So I got a whole schedule going on here, man.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm about 4 hours too. Over in Newton. Nice time. And I get to work out with some of my guys. Not a big group, that small little group.
Yeah, you gotta let that be known. Not a big group.
All responsible people though. We're all old with kids, so we're responsible.
There you go. Hey man, get out the screen. You ain't got no pants on. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
Look, there goes your buddy. Is that cat?
Yeah.
Bear's over here he's running from his low life. Trying to jump on the screen. You need to go get your diaper changed, yeah? Puffy, you want to get in the bath?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, I want to say hi to Belinda on Facebook. She said this is her first time. She'll definitely tune in again. Happy Father's Day. Well, we appreciate you. Are you getting married? Your glasses say bride. I don't know if you realize that. Somebody, Lori said, "Oh, hi, little Max." In my mind, I'm saying, "Bye, little Max." Okay, make sure you don't step on anything over there. You'll turn everything off.
Even this.
No, you can take that with you. We got Josh coming up next. Skedaddle. Get out of here. It's Father's Day. That means I don't have to be bothered with kids. Get out of here.
What's your shirt? Snakes in the what?
Snakes in the what does it say? Snakes in the lane. This is a Kobe Bryant shirt, man. Hey, what's up?
Okay.
What's going on, guys? Happy Father's Day.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
So I feel the same way, man. It's like, this is my day. Mom, where you at?
Come get 'em.
Did that actually happen?
Yeah.
Did that-
Put
is
your
that what
drawers on.
Did that actually happen for you today?
So I just want to, first of all, I want to guys commend you guys for everything you do in the community, especially for the movement going on. You know, you guys aren't just talking about it, you're being about it. And, you know, you can see your actions, you know, everywhere on social media, and just I'm sure what you guys are doing independently and privately on your own as well. And you guys are just, you're great from being, you know, nominated for the Muhammad Ali Award. And just want to commend you and, you know, thank you for everything you guys do in the community, especially for this movement going on now. And I just want to, you know, commend you guys for everything you do. So thanks a lot for that first.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
And then I just have a question for you too. Ezekiel Elliott, other members of the Cowboys, Texans. Recently, you just mentioned the 49ers. Also, 2 players from Tampa Bay, along with an assistant coach. Some of these guys aren't even in facilities yet, and they're coming down with COVID-19. And whether they have it or they're asymptomatic, either or is obviously terrible. But does that give you guys any trepidation about going to training camp, especially, you know, being in the NFL Players Association? Are you guys working on maybe something, you know, with some sort of contract language in there just in case something does happen with a widespread outbreak? Do you guys think that, you know, the best route is, you know, playing in a bubble? And would you be open or comfortable to that, even if it meant having to be away from your family all season? So I'm just kind of like, you know, wondering what your thoughts are on that, whether, you know, you're having second thoughts, whether, you know, you guys are like talking as a union on what to do and all that stuff.
That's a good question. We actually just somebody in the comments, Ben just asked the same question in regards to the bubble. I would say I'm definitely, you definitely have thoughts about it because you realize how serious nature this is. And then obviously both of us and amongst many other players who are around, who have wives, who have kids, who might have their parents that are around often. And not only that, coaches. They say this virus affects older people, and some of the coaches are older that are in the building. So I think it's a scary thing for everybody involved. When it comes to the bubble, like the NBA and the Major League Baseball and soccer I've talked about, I just think it's very different for football. You know, you think about training camp, and I don't know if it would be cut numbers, but I don't know how this would work, but there's 90 guys on a team. Not only are there 90 guys, you have coaching staff that's usually made up of maybe 15 to 20 coaches. Then you have your weight room coaches. Then you have your training room coaches. And there's so many other football essential personnel that are in the building. So you're talking about 32 teams with over 100 members that you have to house, and not only house, be able to have a facility in which everybody can practice and do all of that in an orderly fashion where you're still keeping 6 feet distance. So I just don't know if it's really fathomable for the NFL to be able to go in a bubble. And then beyond that, I don't really know. Me personally, I don't ever want to say never, but I can't anticipate me being away from the family for that long throughout the entirety of the season. That'd be insane. It would feel like forever, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I even saw Tom Curran talk about this. I agree with J-Mac. I just can't see me stepping away from my family for that amount of time. I think, you know, when you sign up for different jobs, you kind of discuss it as a family, like the hardship of that. For us as players, you never had to think about that. So, like, you know, we got training camp kind of in a month and a half. So we haven't heard it. So now as the days start counting down, you know, you might be telling your wife with a week's notice that you're gone for 6 months. Like, to me, that'd be very tough. So if that is on the table, I think that needs to be discussed sooner than later for guys to be able to make that decision.
Yeah, because right now there's just not a lot of info. Guys don't know exactly when the reporting is going to, like, there's just, I think, and I think just because there's a lot right now in our country that we all just don't know. So it's hard to make plans and move forward. And I think there's new things that come out every day. There's testing that's trying to evolve. So it's kind of like a wait and see.
Also, different parts of the country are affected worse than other parts. So, you know, you have to take that into consideration as well. Yeah. And then do you guys have any, like the other part of the question, do you guys have any like trepidation or second thoughts about reporting to training camp without a vaccine or significant, you know, testing and all that stuff? And have you talked about that as a players union, trying to work something with the league, like contract, just to kind of cover your bases in case you guys get, you know, hit with a big wave and, you know, forfeitures or quarantines and how that's going to happen?
Yeah, I think our league is going to be like every other league. Like, it's going to be between the association and the league safely. So if that doesn't happen, I don't see this happening this year. You know, I think the, you know, unprecedented times that, like, we have to talk about this. Like, we can't just say let's go back to work. It has to be spoken about. The details, everything has to come.
Let's talk about it when it gets there.
Yeah.
It's got to be now.
Yeah, and like you said, when you report to training camp, I don't think there will be dates and stuff in place without it feeling safe enough for, as a players association, saying, hey, okay, the report dates are as follows for the 32 teams. I think if that happens, it's going to be because everything that was discussed and agreed upon makes it feel as though it's going to be a safe enough environment for guys to return to the facility and to return for work. I already know they already talked about limiting you guys in the weight room, the space, and all of that. So, but as of right now, we don't know. So I'm one of those type of people. It's like control what you can control. So as of right now, we know the plan is for there to be a season. So right now, it's controlling what we can control from a physical and mental standpoint. Is getting ready for the season and assuming that that's going to take place.
Gotcha. So they are talking though, the NFLP and NFL, because I mean I've heard tentative dates of July 21st. Say if it was July 21st and there isn't an agreement in place, would you guys still show up to training camp, or would you want to wait until there's an agreement in place to kind of cover the players?
There has to be an agreement. I think that's the point of having a union. I think that just goes for everybody. It would just be cool just to show up. I mean, you see that within colleges. I saw UCLA had 30 players say that they were a third party to come in and assure that the facilities and everything was safe enough. We've seen with different colleges where multiple people on campus are testing positive. So, like, you can't say, like, hey, like, I'm just going to show up and we'll just see what happens. Because at the end of the day, you're at the mercy of everybody that's you share a locker room with. Some guys are going to be married and they're going to be scared to death. They're going to go to work, go straight home, and feel like the necessary things, whether it's changing your clothes, showering right away, whatever it may be. And there's going to be other guys that's going to be like, hey, it's just me. The restaurants are open. I'm not breaking the law. I'm going to have dinner somewhere. So I think you got to somehow find a balance with some of the guys in a locker room that are going to be in such close quarters.
And my final question, real quick, a little on the lighter side. What did you guys get for Father's Day, and what's your favorite Father's Day gift you've ever gotten?
Man, you go first, Dev.
We just chilled today. We moved, so we've been unpacking. Y'all, you just see boxes. So we did that. My father was only 3 years, so you know, I would say favorite. I don't know. I guess each year has kind of been special. Just being able to be each year, I've just been able to be in the house with these little ones hanging out. So this year was special because they're getting older, and we was outside for most of the day, so that was fun this year.
For me, every year, my wife allows me to have Father's Day however I want it. If I want to have
nice.
Cool. If I want to leave, cool. 1 year I played 2K for the entire day. But probably this year they got me. The kids picked out some cool slippers that say "Best Dad." They know I like to wear silly socks, so they got me some silly socks. A bottle of Canis wine. It's been it was really cool. I would probably say the best gift. My wife does a really good job of making like little videos of me with the kids and stuff. And 1 year she created a video. I think it was like maybe 5 minutes long of just different points throughout the kids' lives, of whether it's pictures, videos. So it's always cool to look back at those type of things, photo books and everything like that.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, thanks a lot for your time and your questions. Get back to me on those emails whenever you guys can.
Hey,
and have a great rest of your Father's Day, and I'll talk to you next Sunday.
Hey, same to you, man.
Okay. And we got some workers love in here too, man. Shout out my man Paul Carazola in here. Smalls in here. They stopped in. They're still in.
There we go. Nelson on Facebook. Happy Father's Day, my boys. Hope you have a good year this year. No matter what, y'all got my respect. Much love and respect. Let's go, Patriots. Appreciate you, Nelson.
Kind of sad. She was expecting us to be out in California for 2 games with goals.
Yep.
And drinking rock cad.
Canis. Got it today. So cheers.
Hey, I'll tell you about that. Stop crying.
Oh, see, there's a mom outside walking right now with 2 kids, probably giving dad some time to have a beer and watch some TV. That's pretty cool, right there in the neighborhood. We got thing coming up next on the fan line.
Go get London. Go play with London. And won't leave me alone.
What's up, guys?
What's happening, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm kind of from around your neck of the woods. I'm in New Rochelle. It's like just across the bridge.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What's up, County? Ray Rice, Courtney Green, Glenn Lee.
Of course. Yeah. So my question for you guys was, what's kind of your workout regimen like during the off season and during the season? Like, what do you focus on, especially like upper body, lower body, explosive stuff, anything like that? Just like some
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I would say for me, because J-Mac, you're out now. So for me, obviously, the biggest things is like injury prevention. So doing a lot of like stability stuff, whether that be like ankles, knees, hips, and then stop, buddy, stop. Hey. Especially now that it's June and we're getting into July, conditioning, making sure my body can handle the season. And then in season, doing everything I can to make sure I'm. This season is all about making it to game day because that's what it's about. Like, I don't care how much you squat or bench. Once the games are started, you need to be out there playing.
Yeah, continue to get stronger. Both of us needs a lot of focus on the lower body, and then explosive flow. Making sure you're running full speed, resistance running, those are things that are really important. But whether it's hip thrust, whether it's squat, lunges, a lot of those different things, and still focusing on your upper body with the bench press, your back, and things of that nature. And I think something Dev says really important is working on your core, working on stabilizing that, working on balance, because those are the things that'll probably keep you injury free. So just continue to work on those things.
Absolutely right. Thank you guys so much. I'll be back next week.
Appreciate you, man.
Of course.
Hey, give him some elbow.
Here we go, Dev.
Elbow.
Said before the past draft, was there a team that you wanted to go to?
San Diego. Nothing to do with the team. I had a pre-draft visit to San Diego, and when I got there, it was beautiful. I would have been nervous about going across the country, but I was young. I'll help you go there, but they had an early pick. I think they took Ryan Matthews. And they told me, North, hope to get you in the second round. And once they said that, I was like, nah, I want to go on first. So that
went out the window. Let's see. Dev, who was the biggest surprise signing the Patriots picked up? We'll go throughout your career. So who was the coolest signing that you guys have made throughout your career? And it doesn't particularly have to be because of their impact on the football field, but just a person that maybe people wouldn't expect.
For me, my guy, Marquise Cole, we signed him from the Jets. He was a special teams guy. He was a gunner, so I always had to block him when he was on the Jets. And then he came to the team. He was always together. To eat, hanging at each other's place, especially in the springtime when he first got to the team. Like, his family was still in Chicago, and then Michelle was still in med school. So it would just be me and him just chilling, hanging out. So he was in my wedding. That's still my guy. I was talking to him.
Oh, hey, I like that. Good surprise. My guy, Queese, I got a chance to hang out with quite a bit throughout the years. We got Donnie in Pennsylvania coming up next on the fan line.
Yo, why?
And also, up to Marcus, I try to get you as well, Marcus.
Hello?
Donnie, what's happening, man?
Nothing much, man. Y'all my idols. I mean, I love every Sunday y'all play on television, man. I'm completely blind, so if you see my background, it's not my fault. I'm sorry.
You all good, brother. We appreciate that, man. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Pretty good. Big question for you. I went to a Black Lives Matter event back at the beginning of June and videotaped the whole thing. How has that, changed your views towards, or stay consistent with your views towards the NFL and what you do and all that jazz?
Yeah, I would say it's just further inspired us to continue to try to do more in our communities and other communities. People of color that look like me and Dev. I think back in 2016 when Cap first took a knee, I felt like he ignited a ton of guys throughout the league to figure out ways to make change in your community, to do things that are going to benefit those communities. And I think he took a knee, and everybody judged him for his knee. But it was what he did outside of the football field that I think was so important. The work that he continues to do in communities to bring not only awareness, but also to bring change. So I think with everything that's gone on, from the murder of George Floyd to the protests that have gone on, I think it's inspired us when you think about the NFL to use that platform that we do have to try to continue to bring awareness and try to continue to bring change, whether it's police reform, criminal justice reform, education. There's so many avenues that we can create better opportunities and better lifestyle for Black and brown people.
Much respect.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
hey, Donnie, that's dope, man. You out here not limited by anything, jumping on a podcast, going to protests, or I know you probably inspiring other people just by being yourself, man. I just want to let you know that's awesome.
My mom always told me when I was young, only thing is going to hinder you is you, so everything they can do, you can do. Only thing you can't do that they can do is see. So show them that it doesn't mean anything. So that's what I try to do. And it's like people like you and you guys on television is like my superheroes. If y'all can run 85 yards in like 4 seconds, you know what I mean? I feel like I could do anything too. So I definitely appreciate everything you do, what you do in the community for everybody.
All right, well, we appreciate you, man. I'm sure you may not know, but you're a superhero to other people as well, man. Continue to just be you, man. That's dope. Appreciate you, man.
Can't wait to see that twin pick.
All right, there we go.
All right.
What's up, Beth in North Carolina? She said, hey, guys.
Hey, how you?
Happy Father's Day.
Nadine said you only have a little wine left, Dev. Drink up.
See, they know me.
Martha says, miss you guys.
My son took my phone.
Awesome. Al on Facebook, thank you, gentlemen, for delivering your message and educating so many. Appreciate that. We got it's already 10. It's about to be time for the ESPY. So before we get out of here, though, we'll bring one more guest on. We got Marcus coming up next on the fan line.
The ESPYs ain't have us on, so we probably didn't win that award tonight.
Yeah. Thanks.
If you were leaving out some hope, Marcus, my man, what's up, baby? Okay, Chicago Bulls.
What's up, man?
What up? What's going on?
Not much, man.
Hold on, Marcus. Hold on, Marcus. So Bulls over Celtics?
Oh no. The Chicago Bulls. I'm wearing.
Yeah, so you like the Bulls more than the Celtics?
No, I love the Celtics. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. Yes. Okay. I do have a question. How can you relate basketball to football?
I would say, first off, there's a bunch of football players who wish they were basketball players, and probably a bunch of basketball players who wish they was football players. But it's been cool, man. Myself actually got to know Jaylen Brown a little bit on the Celtics. Okay, hold on. Daddy, get it later. Who's a pretty cool dude, young guy we got to know, and Kimball Walker spoke to the team, and he's a good dude too.
Awesome. Okay, well, I have a question for you, Jason. Where were you when you were booking up a pass in the end zone, preventing Brooks from getting that touchdown in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, that was an awesome play to be a part of, man.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, what did this? I was like, oh my God. I was like, whoa, it really got me there.
No doubt, man. It was a blessing. It was awesome for me to just do it.
I was like, whoa. It was
man.
Ooh, I was like, wow.
No doubt. It was just cool to be a part of that game, man. Watching my brother playing it for so many years, being a part being able to be a part of it, to go out there and compete with my guys. I just want to take advantage and have fun.
My 6-ring necklace for you guys.
There you go. Yes, sir.
And my PS3 basketball game.
Okay.
I did happen to play the current one from like the 18th one, but I got this for my birthday like a few weeks ago. So
okay.
Now.
Nothing
So that's it, really. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, we
Can't
appreciate
go wrong with 2K life.
Happy Mother's Day to you guys.
Thank you, man. Thank you. We appreciate you, man.
Always.
Yeah.
Man, thanks for tuning in. So before we get out of here, Rye on YouTube, love the pod guys. It's also my birthday today too. So Rye, happy birthday. Celebrate it and enjoy it, man. Dev, what you got for everybody?
Come on, man. It's Father's Day, man. It's all about memories. It's not about gifts. It's not about any of that. Just want to say, everyone cherish every moment. Shout out sister-in-law Cheryl. Sent me and J Mac a text today wishing our pops happy Father's Day. Those are just moments you can't get back. Our father passed away when we were young. So never really got to remember any Father's Days that we celebrated. So just a reminder. Just a reminder out there to everybody, don't fall into the trap of thinking Father's Day has to be a big deal. Just enjoy the memories, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, you said it. We got another special. You want to say hi? Okay. You're the only one who haven't been. You want to say hi? Hi. You want to lean over and say hi? Hi. Okay. Can you tell everybody have a good night?
Have a good night. Have a good night.
Well, see you guys. Dev's Wi-Fi is trash in his new house, so we'll be sure to get that updated or put him back in. Oh, there he goes. You're back. All right. Well, we'll act like we didn't just say that. For you guys, as always, make sure you go on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, your favorite podcast streaming, double coverage with the McCourty twins. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And as you guys know, every week we're here. Download that Fan Cred app and get a chance to come side by side with us and ask your questions.
Xfinity better come fix this Wi-Fi on Monday or I'm out. Call us a new provider.
Well, good luck with that, buddy. You guys have a good night. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Your day is ending. Hurry up and take advantage of it.
Enjoy the ESPYs.
Night night.